What's good, guys? Before this video starts, I just want to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers, and we're about to hit 5,000 followers on TikTok. The support has been crazy. We got 100 plus members in the Discord server now. Make sure y'all join, link in the description. Obviously, guys, happy Thanksgiving as well. Today is Thanksgiving. Hopefully y'all got turkey ready to go. I got this banger video for you guys today, but also I'm going to announce the winner of the Gan V100 giveaway. This dude right here, ipann, won. I did the wheel spin and he won, and so I already contacted him. I already bought him the cube. I shipped it to him already, so it should be coming hopefully soon. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna do more giveaways in the future for those of you who didn't win, so don't worry. And yeah, I appreciate all the support again, and let's go ahead and start today's video. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing these three cubes right here. First up, we got the V11. This is the box that it comes in. I like it a lot. It's a really small box, really nice design. I like the rainbow, how it shines, as you can see. So yeah, first up we got the V11, and I'm going to be comparing these three cubes. I believe these are the three best cubes at the moment. Obviously everybody thinks that MoYu is better. Some people think Gan is better. I genuinely think MoYu is better. And then we got the super AoLong right here. This is the box that it comes in. It has this really cool opening and closing mechanism. Unfortunately, the only problem with this box is it is really hard to close, and it does kind of mess up the box. As you can see, I gotta like force it down kind of. And then we have the super Weilong V2. This is the 18th anniversary edition. I don't think there's much of a difference between the two cubes. I'm pretty sure they come in the same packaging, same performance. The only difference is the logo and the clear internals. So yeah, we got the super Weilong V2 box. That's what it comes in, and this is my favorite box of the three, to be honest. This is the accessories box for the super Weilong V2. It comes with these extra springs and stuff, so you can convert the cube from maglev to springs. The same thing with the super AoLong. They have the same packaging kind of. You see the springs in there, so you can convert both of these cubes from maglev to spring. Alright, so this is the box that the V11 comes in. This is the 20 magnet version, by the way. I don't really like how the box splits into two pieces. I feel like it's too much. Unlike this one right here, we got the super Weilong V2 box that it comes in. This really nice like MoYu magnetic box. The super AoLong also comes in the exact same box, as you can see. And then all three of these cubes are the same size, being at 55.5 millimeters. The V11 weighs 67 grams. The super V2 weighs 70 grams, and the super AoLong weighs 72 grams. So the shades and the colors on all three of these cubes are basically identical, it seems like. For the AoLong, I decided to go with the frosted version instead of the UV coated version. Obviously, UV coating gives you better grip, but for this cube, I would prefer to have frosted. I feel like it just matches the feel and the look and sound of this cube a lot better, honestly. All my other cubes have UV coating, but yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at the V11. This is the 20 magnet version, UV coated. The corner cutting is really good, but if you compare it to the super AoLong and the super Weilong, it requires a lot more accurate turning to be able to make a turn, but overall really good corner cutting compared to every Gan cube that we have today. It's a lot better, requires less accurate turning and locks up less. And then it does have a little bit of auto alignment. Unfortunately, this cube does not have adjustable corner magnets, but overall this cube, I give it a 10 out of 10. It's very fast out of the box. I feel like it's slowed down now after a lot of usage, but if we look here, we also have visible corner and edge magnets, unlike the super AoLong. And then the super Weilong, you can see the magnets are there, but they look different. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. This cube is really fast. It's very durable. It's perfect for aggressive turners. And yeah, I love it a lot. But one problem is this cube is really loose. As you can see, sometimes my fingers will literally, like my pointer finger on my right hand will slip in between the pieces and get stuck. So that's the only downside I have with this cube. Otherwise, it's really good. It feels really nice. It does honestly feel cheaper compared to the super AoLong and super Weilong, but it still performs very well. On to the super Weilong V2. This cube has amazing corner cutting. It's a lot better, and the cube is it's not as loose. Like, it's more stable than the V11. However, it is more flexible, as in it requires less accurate turning, reverse corner cutting, and corner cutting in general is really good. This does also have auto alignment, and I feel like the auto alignment is a lot better on this cube. This is a really fast cube, but compared to the V11, I feel like the V11 is a lot faster. I currently have my Super Weilong V2 set to 1 for the tension, and it still feels a lot slower and more controlled than the V11. The V11 feels a lot more faster, and you'll overshoot your turns more, in my opinion. But yeah, one thing for sure, the V11 is really flimsy, not as stable compared to the Super Weilong V2. So I would say the Super Weilong V2 is definitely better. It is a little bit slower. Corner cutting is better compared to the V11, and it's just a really nice cube, performs very well. And because this is the 18th anniversary edition of this cube, it does have clear internals, which I'll show you in a second, but it looks amazing as you can see from here. And then the 18 logo instead of the original MoYu logo. So the 18th anniversary edition, it performs the same way basically as a regular Super Weilong V2. It just looks different and costs more. All right, and then we have the Super AoLong. This cube just came out, and I'm not even kidding. The corner cutting is so good on this cube. It is so much better than the V11. It is a lot better than the V2 in my opinion, and it is just so much better than every Gan cube that exists. The corner cutting is crazy on this cube. It is super duper flexible yet stable, and like the V11, you need to have accurate turning, right? Super Weilong V2, a little bit less accurate turning, honestly a lot less. This cube, a beginner could pick it up and like they will not lock up. You basically almost never lock up on this cube. Sometimes I will, but it is very rare. This does also have auto alignment, as you can see. Normally it's better, but for some reason I don't know if the lube is drying up or what. And recently I switched my main from the V11 to the Gan V100, and ever since the Super AoLong came out, it became my new main. This cube also does 360s, by the way. It is very fast, very controllable, very stable, beautiful cube. 100 out of 10, bro. Out of the box, this cube was performing pretty bad, I'll be honest, but after like 30 minutes of usage, it just got so much better. A day later, 2 days later, it got even better. And I ended up putting cubicle weight 5 into this cube, and it made it 100 times better. Like cubicle weight 5, it takes days to break in. Like it takes a lot of breaking in, but this cube is just perfect with weight 5. If you're gonna buy this cube, I highly recommend you guys use cubicle weight 5. And I currently have Stardust and Martian here as well. It's very stable, but it basically changed how my cube feels. It changed how it sounds. It's so satisfying. Like, it did not sound like this before. Like, it wouldn't make as much crunchy noise like this, whatever, but it just, dude, I feel like it really, this cube is like very good the way it's set up right now. I have weight 5 in my V2 as well, but it's nothing like this, dude. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the internals on these 3 cubes so you guys can see what it looks like. We'll do a little comparison there. Here is what the V11 corner pieces look like. It does not have adjustable magnets, like I said. So there's that. And then if we look at the Super Weilong V2, it has adjustable corner magnets. There's a clear internals like I was talking about on the 18th anniversary edition version. And the Super Weilong V2 basically has the same piece designs as the Super AoLong. As you can see, they both have adjustable corner magnets. The system seems to be basically identical. The cubes do feel completely different, yet the pieces look basically identical. Here's the edge piece on the V11. That's what it looks like right there. And then we have the edge piece on the Super Weilong V2 18th anniversary edition. Got the clear internals right there, beautiful. And then we have the Super AoLong, which basically is the same thing as the Super Weilong. And yeah, it's just weird because I don't know, like the Super AoLong and the Super Weilong, they have basically, it seems like identical. Like the piece designs seem to be completely identical, but for some reason these cubes have completely different feelings. They perform differently. They feel completely differently when turning. But anyways, that's the internals right there on the V11. Then we have the Super Weilong V2 with a ball core right there. They all have ball core. And here's the AoLong. So it looks really cool. As you can see, got the UFO shape centers, and yeah. Also, I forgot to mention the prices. The Super AoLong frosted version is like 70 bucks. The UV coated version is 80. The Super Weilong V2 18th anniversary edition is $99. The regular version is like 80, somewhere around there. And then the V11 costs $50 for the 20 magnet version. So these cubes are pretty expensive, I'm gonna be honest. But let's go ahead and take a look at the adjustment system. But yeah, they basically didn't change anything for the adjustment system. It looks identical. It's all the same as you can see here. Nothing really new there. My V11 is currently set to compression 3, tension 1. My Super Weilong V2 is set to compression 3, tension 1, even though it's a lot slower than the V11. And then my Super AoLong is set to 2 and 2. And of course, all three of these cubes come with the same adjustment tool right here, the little sword piece. And now for my Super Weilong V2, I'm using cubicle weight 5. And then we have some Stardust lube from Speed Cube Shop. And then we have Lunar. So that's the setup for my Super Weilong. The V11, I have Stardust and Lunar. And then no cubicle weight 5 on here. And then for my Super AoLong, I love this setup, dude. Cubicle weight 5. It's amazing, dude. Use this. Like, you need to use this on the Super AoLong. Trust me, bro. But yeah, so we have that. And then, of course, I'm using Stardust and Martian, actually. So that's that. Okay, so now I'm going to do some solves. I'll do like 2 solves on each of these cubes just so you guys can see what it's like. Okay, so the winner of this video is going to be the Super AoLong. In my opinion, I think this is the best out of the 3 cubes. Obviously, some people would prefer the V11 or the Super Weilong V2 over this cube. However, I genuinely believe with the setup that I currently have that the AoLong is the best when it comes to performance and flexibility, stability, all that, corner cutting, auto alignment. And yeah, next up we have the Super Weilong V2 at 2nd place. This cube is very good. I love it. These 2 cubes right here, in my opinion, are currently the best speed cubes in the world, in my opinion. Next we have the WeiLong V11 coming at 3rd place. Obviously this cube is the cheapest, but it also feels the cheapest, and it requires a lot more accurate turning. And yes, it's definitely not as beginner friendly. It does feel loose and all that, but yeah. So, anyways, guys, thank you for 1,000 subscribers, 5,000 followers on TikTok, and over 100 Discord members. So I'm thankful for you guys. I appreciate the support. Again, congratulations to this dude for winning the giveaway. I will be doing more giveaways in the future, and I will be unboxing more cubes. The Gan 16 Winter Limited Edition just got revealed, actually, so I'll be unboxing that as soon as possible. But anyways, guys, thank you all. Love you guys. Peace out.